Imagine waking up just 3 months from now and realizing you've built more financial momentum than most people do in an entire lifetime. Picture yourself no longer worrying about bills, debts, or whether you can afford something, but instead focusing on how to make your money multiply while others are still struggling to save a few dollars here and there. Most people spend decades waiting for the right time to get their finances in order, and in the process they waste years chasing small wins that never actually move the needle. But what if I told you that by focusing on a few powerful strategies, implemented with relentless consistency, you could leap ahead of 99% of people in just 3 short months? That's not hype, it's reality when you stop doing what the majority does and instead take the proven, accelerated path to building wealth. Before we dive into the exact blueprint, I want you to hit that subscribe button right now, tap the notification bell, and like this video, because I'm about to give you a strategy that could change the entire trajectory of your financial life. I promise you, the steps you're about to learn are not the generic save more, spend less nonsense you've heard a million times. They're actionable, practical, and if you apply them immediately, you'll start noticing results within weeks, not years. So make sure you're locked in, and let's get into it. The first thing you have to understand if you want to build wealth faster than 99% of people is this: wealth is not about working harder. It's about positioning yourself smarter. Most people think they need a higher salary, more overtime hours, or even multiple jobs to become wealthy. That mindset traps them in a cycle of trading time for money, which will always keep them behind because time is limited. The wealthy think differently. They realize that money is a tool, not a goal, and the key to multiplying it is putting it to work through leverage, assets, and compounding. If you're trying to build wealth quickly, you can't afford to follow the slow path of saving pennies. You need to start building systems that create dollars while you sleep. And this doesn't require millions of dollars up front. In fact, it starts with how you use whatever resources you have right now. In the next 90 days, your mission is simple: set up income systems that grow, cut out the hidden leaks in your finances, and position yourself in opportunities that multiply. These 3 moves alone, if applied aggressively, will separate you from almost everyone else who spends their entire life relying on a single paycheck. So let's start by tackling the first system: creating additional streams of income. Think about this: the average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. Compare that to the average person who depends on just one paycheck, which can disappear the moment they lose their job. In 3 months, you won't have 7 streams of income, but you can realistically set up at least 1 or 2 additional ones that dramatically boost your financial momentum. And the easiest way to do this today is through digital leverage. The internet has opened up opportunities that allow anyone, from anywhere, to earn money without massive startup capital. Whether it's freelancing, offering a service, selling digital products, or building a content platform, the barrier to entry has never been lower. Now, don't overthink it. You're not trying to build the perfect business in 3 months, you're trying to create a system that earns you extra money consistently. If you start freelancing a skill you already have, such as graphic design, writing, coding, or even basic administrative work, you could easily add a few $100s to your monthly income within weeks. That extra cash isn't for buying luxuries, it's fuel for your wealth building strategy. The faster you can get money flowing in, the faster you can put it to work. And if freelancing isn't your thing, selling digital products or starting a small online store can be set up in a matter of days. The key is to launch, not to wait for perfection. Every week you delay is another week you're stuck at the same financial level as everyone else. But income alone won't make you wealthy. If you don't control your outflow, you'll just burn through everything you earn. This is where the second move comes in: plugging the leaks in your finances. Most people have no idea how much money they waste every single month on things that don't matter. Subscriptions they never use, dining out, impulse shopping, and debt interest are silent killers of wealth. In fact, if you're like most people, there's a good chance you're losing anywhere between 10% to 30% of your income without even realizing it. If you can reclaim that money, you're not only saving, it's like giving yourself a raise without working extra hours. Here's a challenge: for the next 90 days, track every dollar you spend. Not mentally, not sort of, but actually write it down or use an app to track it. Once you do this, you'll be shocked at how much money slips through your fingers on autopilot. Then, ruthlessly cut what doesn't add value to your life. This doesn't mean living like a monk or depriving yourself of everything. It means eliminating the financial deadweight that's holding you back. When you do this, you'll instantly free up hundreds, maybe even thousands, of dollars that you can redirect into wealth-building moves. Remember, It's not just about making more money, it's about keeping and multiplying it. And that brings us to the third move, positioning yourself in opportunities that multiply your money. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They think investing is only for the rich, or they waste time gambling on get-rich-quick schemes that drain them faster than they can recover. But in reality, investing is the single biggest difference between those who build wealth and those who stay broke. You don't need millions to start, you just need consistency and the right vehicle. Even in 90 days, you can position yourself ahead of the majority simply by learning and applying basic investing principles. The first step is education. Spend at least 30 minutes a day learning about money, whether it's through books, podcasts, or courses. In 3 months, you can become more financially literate than most adults, which already gives you a massive edge. The second step is action. Start small if you have to, whether it's stocks, index funds, crypto, or even high-yield savings vehicles. The point is to build the habit of making your money work for you instead of just sitting idle. The earlier you start, the sooner compounding kicks in. And that's the real secret to multiplying wealth.